Greetings fellow Decepticons, SoundBlaster1987 here for my, well, it should be my February vlog, but because of my MiniForce knockoff reviews taking so long to schedule and upload and such like, this video sadly had to be pushed back to the start of March. However, my March vlog will still be going ahead at the end of March as planned. So, today for my February vlog 2023, I will be discussing the Build-A-Figure concept and explaining why it is a genius marketing strategy in action figure lines. Note, I will not be explaining how the concept came to be and how long it's been in existence. I will, however, be leaving a link in the description below to Toy Galaxy and their video about how Build-A-Figures came to be, because they've done a lot more professional research on the topic than I have. So today I'm just going to be outlining how Build-A-Figures work and why they're a good decision toy-wise. So, for those who don't know, Build-A-Figures are action figure toy lines where you collect a whole wave of action figures from a particular franchise, like for example Marvel Legends, and then if you get the right figures you can get an arm or a leg or a torso or a head or a weapon or something that build together into a larger character. This is a genius marketing strategy because not only does it allow larger scale characters like the Juggernaut from X-Men or Thanos from the Avengers and such like to be released in the same kind of relative scale in terms of character height as the standard 6-inch figures, but it also allows them to not be forcibly stuck behind a separate paywall of a more expensive separate deluxe release for the larger size of the character. Other examples are some of McFarlane's Build-A-Figure waves for the DC Multiverse line. Characters like Bane, Clayface and Swamp Thing are good examples of this. So, basically, the two main Marvel and DC Build-A-Figure lines do things slightly differently. Hasbro and Toy Biz and Marvel Legends lines have released these figures in waves of 6 characters with Build-A-Figure parts, sometimes 7 if there's, for example, a larger release that comes with an extended accessory, such as the Archangel figure that came with an optional weapon for a Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave. Whereas McFarlane's DC Multiverse, on the other hand, tends to only release 4 figures in a wave, using the option of packing both arms or both legs with one toy in order to shorten the size of the wave so they can release more gold label repaints for other figures later on. But, on the other hand, of course, there are other Build-A-Figure lines, such as the Bandai Legacy Power Rangers toy line, that released parts of non-transforming articulating Megazords with some of their Ranger figures, and you had to collect specific Rangers within the wave to collect the right Megazord parts. Although due to the universal combination system of these non-transforming Megazords, they were somewhat compatible with the, parts forming gimmick of, for example, the Hero Mashers by Hasbro, just pulling parts off and swapping them around from one figure to another. This is a genius marketing strategy because, as I said before, it allows larger characters to be released at the same relative character height scale as smaller characters without being stuck behind a more expensive paywall for a deluxe release. Plus also, the smaller characters within the 6 inches lines can be released with larger parts of a Build-A-Figure. For example, smaller, like child or female characters in the Marvel Legends lines tend to be packed with a torso of a Build-A-Figure because the torso has the bigger chunks of plastic and such like. Whereas larger characters within the line will normally come with a head and the occasional weapon and that kind of thing. So that more or less concludes my Build-A-Figure vlog for February 2023. Apologies that it's been pushed back to March by the MiniForce knockoff review line, unfortunately. So, that concludes my vlog. I have been SoundBlaster1987. Join me again next time for my March vlog in 2023, when I'll be looking at the various Transformers crossover lines, Marvel, Star Wars, G.I. Joe and the new collaborative series. My next review will be the Ankylozord from Power Rangers Dino Thunder and its Arbor Ranger counterpart. Until then, till all are one.